Hey guys, it's Bex here. I'm here with the beautiful Lindsey Bliss from Carriage House Birth in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, New York. I'm here on kind of an emergency recon visit. I am pregnant, I need doula advice, and I've been talking about it online, and I'm getting all kinds of crazy feedback about doulas and my choice to get a midwife and have a home birth. And even though I've done this before, it's gotten people all rattled up.
People like to get really riled up around birth. I don't know why. It's just something that...
Because it's the scariest thing that ever happens to you in your whole entire life. That's why.
Scary, but it can also be amazing. So yeah, I mean, and people like to tell you their bad stories.
Before we get into bad stories, I saw an interesting comment that this one woman who follows me has 4 babies, had natural births, and didn't even know what a doula was until I said the word. So what is a doula for all of the people out there who have no idea?
A doula is somebody that provides informational, emotional, and physical support during the childbearing journey. We are not a medical professional. We are the waist up. So we are not catching your baby. We are helping list the pros and cons. We're trying to educate and inform you of what your choices are. We're like a pregnant lady's BFF.
I like that. I need lots of BFFs. I need a village of people to deliver this baby. So, well, that's interesting though that you say that you're not a medical professional, because I read this article online that you have seen now. I sent it over to you, and it was about a doula kind of gone wrong who was offering lots of medical advice. So what are some warning signs? Let's start off with that. Like you're trying to find a doula, you go through, you Google it, you find some locals. What are warning signs that a doula may not be right for you?
Red flags for a doula, that like, do not hire a doula if certain things pop up. If they have an opinion on how you should be giving birth, that's a warning sign.
So say I want to have an epidural, I want all the drugs, I want to do it in a hospital, doula should be cool?
It's not my birth. Yeah, of course. I mean, we're going to tell you what the pros and cons are and what that entails. So say you want an epidural. Okay, great. We have them for a reason.
Super
you can
important.
Have an epidural.
This is so important though, because I think women are under this misconception that doulas are for women only wanting natural births, only wanting to do it at home, only wanting to do it under the full moon, under a peach tree. No, seriously though.
Burning our sage in the delivery room and chanting. No.
But doulas are for every kind of birth.
Every kind of birth. We have clients that want to schedule a cesarean section. It's none of my business why a client wants to schedule a section. I'm going to tell you what it entails and what to expect from that experience. And I may help you have the best cesarean possible if that's what you're looking to have. I mean, some people, you know, they want an epidural too. We have them for a reason, but use them with knowledge. Know what it entails. If you get an epidural, there's going to be an IV, there may be a catheter, it's going to limit your mobility. Like, there are things that come along with it. That doesn't necessarily mean you're not going to do it. If you know this information, you should just be informed.
And where's the best place to find a doula? Because it's, you know, I Googled doulas and they're coming from all different places with all different experience levels. Like, what are the guidelines, or where should I go? Is there a resource?
There's different certifying agencies, just like a yoga teacher. There's going to be some that are more accredited than others. I would start local. Start with the midwifery practice that you're with, or the OB practice that you're with. I work with a lot of OBs that refer me to their clients. So we have a nice relationship together. And I feel like if you were to choose your midwife and go, hey, do you have some doulas you would recommend? That would be a great place to start. Or a friend who had a good experience, word of mouth. I mean,
or my friend Lindsey Bliss.
My friend Lindsey.
Who I've known since yoga teacher training.
Asking friends is really good, and local, your care provider. I mean, I'm all about being friends with your care provider and liking your care provider. Like, that was part of the article that you mentioned earlier. The doula was against the care providers.
Yeah, that's a big red flag.
No, like, that's the one thing when I meet with a client, I ask them, do you like your care provider? And if they tell me no, I say switch. You need to have somebody that respects you, that is nice to you, and that you trust their medical opinion.
Yeah, I'm like the poster child for switching care providers mid-pregnancy, like 6 months in, because I get the bad vibe and I'm like, okay, this is my birth, this is my experience. Trust your intuition and feel comfortable, because for me, because I have healthy pregnancies, they aren't medical experiences. They're something that comes easily for me, fairly, you know, minus all the screaming and crying and writhing. It's ugly, you have no idea. But I have the option, I have lots of options. I have a big question for you. I don't want to put you out of business. Doulas cost money, and they aren't covered by insurance.
Right.
For women who cannot afford a doula, what would you suggest?
Everybody can afford a doula.
Everybody can afford a doula?
Everybody can afford a doula.
How can everyone afford a doula? This is breaking news.
I mean, everybody can afford a doula. We have doulas that are in training that will provide their services for free. So they've gone through a certifying agency, they've done some workshops and trainings, and they're looking to become certified. So they'll offer their services for free. I take clients for free occasionally, especially if they're having financial difficulty. A lot of doulas work on sliding scale. I barter. My kids are taking mixed martial arts classes for the next 6 months for free.
And you have a lot of kids.
I mean, doulas.
Wait a minute, I gotta pause for a second, because I didn't say this when I did like the opening. This is the beautiful Lindsey Bliss. She has birthed 5 children, 2 sets of twins included in that, back to back. I was there for the beginning.
I'm pregnant now.
I know. I got her pregnant with her set of boy twins, because we were together and getting pregnant together at that time. So yeah, so you know all about the having kids and having lots of kids. Yeah, but go ahead, bartering.
You can barter services. You can, you know, I feel like most doulas are willing to do sliding scale, and if they're not, there's a doula that will be. I mean, you know.
Oh wait, we got a partner.
Doulas can be covered by insurance.
Doulas can be covered by insurance.
Doulas can be covered with flex spending accounts.
Okay.
And they can also, some insurance coverages will reimburse for childbirth education.
Okay.
So, and doulas do provide that service, so we do actually fall under that umbrella as well.
Good to know. Okay. All right. So that's really super giant important point, because that was the #1 complaint that I get, that it's a luxury, that it's something that I can't afford. And for me, I know that it's something that I absolutely need. It's not a luxury, because the experience leads to better bonding after birth. It leads to ease of breastfeeding and all of those things. So it's not just, you know, I want someone to hold my hands and play music for me, which is other comments that I get.
I know, I saw some of
It's setting up the whole, the ease of and transition into motherhood, and then also the healing phase and all of that, because that is such an important time. I think that it's even dicier than the pregnancy itself. It's when now you have this baby in front of you, and it's like, what do I do now? And how, and if you're not in that mental state and you're not prepared and you're not comfortable with that process, then disaster can happen. And not to scare anybody, but I'm so scary in these videos. I'm sorry. Everything about babies. So your website?
www.carriagehousebirth.com.
They're doulas, not web technicians, not marketing, not marketing gurus. So I'll have that link for you in the video description, and then also in the blog. If you have any questions for me or Lindsey, you could just post them in the comments below, and we will definitely be answering them for you. And thank you so much for welcoming me into this birthing home. I heard that there were births happening on this rug at one point. Oh, yours? Okay. So, thank you for welcoming me into this sacred environment, and I'll be talking to you after this video. With every meditation, I like to start by just examining and recognizing where we are. Listen to the easy inhales and exhales of your breath. Pay attention to the flow. Don't try to change it.